And here we go, another day in Chicago for Bears training camp is officially in the books. You guys know what that means. More news, notes, highlights, observations from another day here at practice. Now, before we dive into all the details, I want to start this video off like we always do and give a massive shout out to, all of the Bears media members out there who, again, work so hard each and every single day to get these highlights out for us, to get the news out for us, kind of enabling us to make these videos. Without them, the videos are not possible to make. So do me a favor and go follow them on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. They'll give you in real time live news and notes from practice. So go get updated by them. But without any further ado, let's kind of dive into another day here of Bears practice. Now, Caleb Williams has looked really good. Now, over the past few days, we have already started to understand and notice how much better of a quarterback he is compared to Justin Fields in terms of the decisiveness, right? Being able to go through his progressions and make a decision. He is so elite when it comes to that as a rookie. I am very confident in where he can go in the future with the right work ethic. And that is something that is really standing out so far. Getting that football out. We know in the NFL, if you hold the ball even a half a second too long, you're going to be sacked. And right, whenever there's pressure on the quarterback, it could lead to a bad throw, a bad decision, an interception, a sack, a forced fumble, right? So getting that football out early and often is something that you need to prioritize. Caleb Williams so far has done that to a T and has showed the capabilities of being elite with the decisiveness. Now, another thing to note from today's practice was Coleman Shelton was with the starters at center. Now, again, the only reason this is to note is because they're going back and forth. Ryan Bates starts yesterday, Shelton starts today, Bates will start tomorrow, Shelton will start the next practice. It's going to go back and forth until they find a clear-cut starter for that center position. And you know what? I do think that is some good news here as they really want to figure out, really want to solidify this starting offensive line. Who's going to be the center? Comment down below who you think. Also, comment down below someone who has surprised you so far in terms of what you have heard or even some highlights that you have seen during practice. Now, going back to Caleb Williams, he had some really good throws today. One to Stephen Carlson on a seam route, in the middle of the field. It was a beautiful little throw by Caleb Williams. Back shoulder, hit him in stride. Big time play for Stephen Carlson, who, does kind of sit in the back end of their tight end room. You have Cole Kmet. Gerald Everett has just started coming to practice. I believe yesterday was his first day. And then Mercedes Lewis as well is over here as a veteran. Stephen Carlson is number 4 in the depth chart right now, but if he can continue to build that rapport with Caleb Williams, then who knows? Maybe he jumps up to number 2. To be honest, I do think Gerald Everett is really, really good up the seams, vertical threat. So I do believe he'll be your wide or tight end 2. But who knows, right? This is what training camp's for, seeing who can stand out the most. Now, Keenan Allen was not at practice. Seems like he was most likely getting a veteran day off, which we were able to see a lot more of DJ Moore. And the DJ Moore Caleb Williams connection has been, something that's been thriving ever since day 1 of OTAs and mandatory minicamp. Those two just seem like they've been locked in together, which is really cool to see. A rookie, DJ Moore, you have Odunze, you have Keenan Allen. But man, DJ Moore is probably taking a massive step up in terms of the rapport that he has already built with the rookie quarterback. So that was something I took note of. And then we have had another big time play by what seems to be the wide receiver 4 on the roster. Now, before we jump into that, make sure you guys do me a massive favor. Hit the like button so we can get this video up to, let's just say 250 likes. If we do that, we're going to be posting a ton of Bears videos throughout the offseason. But more importantly, subscribe if you're new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we're going to be covering the Bears throughout all of training camp, preseason, regular season, breaking down film of practice plays or preseason games, looking at Caleb Williams' opening debuts, right? And breaking down regular season film as well. If you guys want any of that, join the family. You can unsubscribe later if you guys don't like the Bears content. But if you guys do, do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video. And Tyler Scott had a massive day today. And you know what's kind of funny is, he's been breaking out almost each and every single day, making a big time catch, making a big time play after the catch, or just making some noise, creating some buzz around his name. And today caught what seemed to be a 35-40 yard gain, and busted coverage, got behind the defense, and just boom, beautiful little route. Was able to fool the defense, and a great throw by Caleb Williams. A little bit too far ahead of him, but Tyler Scott made an unbelievable, catch, right? Redirecting, getting to the football, stumbling, but still making the grab. So big shout out to Tyler Scott. He's a guy that, has the speed, is probably the fastest wide receiver on the team right now. And I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him, getting some, day one time with the starters come regular season time as well. So definitely excited for Tyler Scott. I think he's got a lot to do. And then we had Caleb Williams trying to fit in a tight dart to Gerald Everett. Didn't go as expected though, because the linebacker came out of nowhere, jumped the route almost, and probably should have intercepted it. Now this linebacker is not expected to be a starter right now, but Jack Sanborn, man, this is a guy who came over a couple of years ago and has been slowly getting better and better each and every single day. And today was another day that he looked good again. I believe he almost had 2 interceptions in practice, but broke up this ball to Gerald Everett, perfectly for the pass breakup. And again, most likely should have been a pick, should have came away with it, didn't. And that's why he's not tight end, right? But so far, so good here in Chicago. Like I said, the DJ Moore connection with Caleb Williams looking really good. Oh, another guy looking really good is Khalil Herbert, which is funny to me because you bring in DeAndre Swift, who is an unpredictable back who can run, he can catch, he can do a lot of things, adding unpredictability. And he's honestly a good running back, right? But Khalil Herbert was supposed to take that massive jump up next year because 2 years ago he was averaging like 5 yards per carry or something crazy like that, right? But last season wasn't as productive as they wish he could have been. But now again, he's starting to look like a really good running back. So excited to see how he continues to develop, or if he gets a chance somewhere else. Right now, I don't see them, trading him or letting him go. He's a good running back, and having him as your number 2, it probably puts you in a really good position. The Bears defense always chirping, always making noise. If they get a PBU, they're gonna let your rookie quarterback hear about it, right? They're gonna let Caleb Williams know, yeah, we're in your head, we're all over it. So that's kind of fun to see. But overall, day 3, I believe, maybe day 4. Great day of practice today. Tomorrow we should get a little bit more. Pads should be coming on next couple of days here. So man, get excited. We got Hard Knocks crew at practice as well. So you're probably going to get to see a lot of this footage live. Not live, but from the Hard Knocks. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. Oh, actually, Jaquan Brisker also had a nice PBU versus Cole Kmet as well. Balanced day today. Larry Borum was at left tackle. Montez Sweat and DeMarcus Walker were not on the field for the defense for the 2-minute period. But again, great day of practice. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Bears update. Peace.